EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Cleveland Browns. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Cleveland. From his end zone, it's Demetric Felton. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Play fake. Brissett. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Hassan Reddick came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. But just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at 3rd down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback too.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Not the desired outcome, but probably won't be the last time we see him take a shot downfield.
On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. Fielded just inside the 30. A good work bringing that one back as he picks up about 16 on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. On 2nd down, here's the option. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. 4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Throwing is Hurts. Flushed out right. Oh, it's complete. A diving grab there by Brown. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a 1st down.
On 2nd and 9, Hurts. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Well, that's absolutely going to fire this defense up. They made it their mission to deny that completion, and they came through with a nice hit and knocked it incomplete.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. 1st down on a pickup of 11. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts on the move to his left. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. The defense, Charles, they bent a little bit, but they did not break. And then on 3rd and goal there, the huge interception.
Think of the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, they were conceding 3 points. Their goal was to keep them at the end zone, not give up a touchdown. Instead, they give up nothing. What a big-time play and a big-time stop by them.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Brissett. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he'll get this to the 22. So they began the play at the 11, and it's a gain of 11. 1st down. No score after 1 on EA Sports. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. Marcus Epps there on the tackle.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. 3rd down just got a lot tougher. That will officially go as a loss of 7. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. He's got a man complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional.
And all the way in, touchdown, Cleveland. David Njoku, 40 yards. And the Browns post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. And the Browns are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. They begin this drive with Chubb. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really on either side of the ball.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Eagles. Devontae Smith, 65 yards. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Elliott good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Here comes Felton to bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Browns drive about to get started. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. He's got his receiver, Cooper. A nice gain of 21 yards. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Now Brissett. They'll go screen here to Hunt. A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's 2nd down. Hunt will try going up the middle. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. 1 play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Airing it out deep for Smith. Well, this is taken in. It's complete.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
How about the first half he's putting together? Well over 100 yards already with that last catch. And to me, they'd be well served to keep looking his way. A number of big plays already in this one.
On the run, he'll let this go deep right side.
And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game.
Picked up by Denzel Ward.
And the Browns are going to get the football there as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Brissett. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to loft one deep over the middle.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Picked up by James Bradbury. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, Curious to see what the second.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by John Johnson.
And the Browns are going to take possession of the football.
Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. They go play action with Brissett. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on third down.
43 is the mic, boy. 43. Check, 43. Twist.
They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Give him 5 yards there, and it's enough for the first.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. A great effort there. A beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game.
And the Browns have taken the lead. Extra point by York is up and good.
And that makes the score 14-7.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
And his throw is going to be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 27 yards there, a first down. They'll run with Sanders up the middle.
To the 36-yard line, stop there.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Hurts finding Goddard there. First down, Philadelphia.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
On first down, Hurts
Sliding out of the pocket. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Hurts.
Over the middle, it's complete.
And the Eagles are going to have a first and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. Here's Hurts to throw. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 2nd and goal from the 1. Now back to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Browns are going to have it here at their own 15. So a good drive with a bad ending, Charles. They move it down the field well. Cannot finish it off, though, as it's intercepted in the end zone.
Deflating, that has got to be the word here because they were sharp in moving it down the field. But sometimes you start thinking like a touchdown is a given. And it doesn't always work out that way as we saw there.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
The football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They go up the middle with Chubb. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the 4th quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production. But how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. The Browns send out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And he'll go ahead and field this at the 5. All told, a 54-yard punt, 13 on the return. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, the defense got its job done, forcing the punt. Now the formula pretty simple. They need to find the end zone here. A field goal doesn't help them much. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
If we go back to the last series, remember, their coverage allowed them to get a turnover in the last drive, a takeaway, and that helped contribute to a sack on this one. I think maybe this quarterback's a little bit hesitant. Last time he turned it over, now he sees his zone.
Well, he forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted.
Picked up by Denzel Ward.
And the Browns are going to take possession of the football.
I think it's safe to say this is a game he's not going to forget anytime soon, Charles. 3 interceptions.
It's rare that we see 3 interceptions by one team, let alone by an individual. And I think that after the second one, he's probably telling his teammates, any ball that's in the air, it's going to be mine. And that turned out to be true.
Give him 4 yards on the play, and that will lead us into the 2-minute warning.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6.
And Chubb will try the middle here. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's got room.
What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15. And they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And again, it's Chubb. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Handoff up up the middle. Hunt. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on third down. Now Brissett. This is caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Call it a gain of 11 yards, and that should just about do it. And this defense, they needed that one more stop to have any chance, but that completion, that's likely going to seal their fate.
And you could hear it in your voice, that one more stop.
I feel their pain.
Oh, it was so important. They just didn't get it done. Wow, what a way to finish this one off.
So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Browns, and they're happy in the dog pound as we say so long from Cleveland. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. Today, it's an AFC North matchup between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Cleveland Browns. Evan McPherson has this one teed up, and off we go from Cleveland. From his end zone, it's Demetric Felton. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. Throwing. Brissett. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On third down, it's Nick Chubb. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues. Faced with their first third down conversion opportunity and able to punch it through and pick it up on the ground.
And to me, doing it on the ground sends a different type of a message than throwing the football. And, you know, let's face it, we've done a lot of games together. How often have we seen third down turn into an automatic passing down no matter what the yardage?
Yeah, and last thing you want, that opening drive to go 3 and out. You got everything scripted, lined up. Let's get some points on the board. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Trey Hendrickson showing off his pass rush repertoire that time.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
57's Mike 57.
Up the middle, it's Chubb. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. That run good for 6 yards, but they're still looking up at a 3rd and 15.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on third.
57's the Mike. Mark 57.
Brissett sets to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
So 1 first down on that drive, and that's it. Forced to take the deep shot on third down and couldn't hit it. Now they have to punt this one away.
On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. Back deep, Trent Taylor. And this will be taken at the 13. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10.
Here we go. Watch the screen. Here we go.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
To throw again on 2nd down. Burrow, open receiver. That's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Burrow.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
Again, it's Burrow on 2nd and 10.
That one taken in by T. Higgins. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
25 yards there on the catch and run.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. They'll set up the screen here to mix him.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
4 receivers now, 3 to the right, 1 to the left. 2nd down and 4. And Burrow going to throw again.
Finding Mixon here again on back-to-back plays. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
The end result, 21 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. A gain of 7 that time. Second and goal.
And that's why you do all the drills that you do from the quarterback position, because you're not going to just throw to your strength. The right-handed quarterback naturally will want to move to the right side to throw the football. But sometimes you've got to go left, and that's exactly what happened on that play. Forced to his left, still able to accurately throw it downfield for a completion.
Third and goal. Burrow. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
And the Browns force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
And space opens a bit as he gets it across the 15 to the 17-yard line. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Off the play fake. Here's Brissett. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. In motion goes the tight end. 3rd and short yardage, Brissett. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Well, that's how you convert on 3rd down with an explosive gain of 34.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
Now a dump off here complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Cooper, the man in motion right. On 2nd and very short, Brissett. They'll roll him out right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
It's a quarterback sneak. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Running for it. Here's Chubb. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. Nick Chubb stops short, and the Bengals will get the football back. Even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal and just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you punt the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, and you know this from so much experience, the longer the field goal, the lower it comes out off the kick, right? Which means it's got a better chance of being blocked.
Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Out to his left.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. In motion comes the tight end left. To throw on 2nd and 10. Brissett. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big 3rd down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar, and this will remain a scoreless game.
I don't care who you are. 60 yards is a very ambitious attempt. Hard to make even in practice in the best of conditions. And now, worst of all, you give the other guys the ball to start their drive at midfield.
Burrow's throw here taken in by Morgan. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection. Rolling to his right. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the 1st half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Hurst.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the 1st half of play.
Here we go. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Here's Burrow. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And the Browns force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10. Charles, one thing that he referenced to us yesterday was his confidence fitting the ball into any window, but obviously that window was a little too tight, and it was closing in a hurry.
And he was talking to us about having anticipation in making those types of throws. Down near the goal line, I don't think you can anticipate it as much as you need to see it open. You've got to be precise with your throws down here in the red zone. That one goes into double coverage, and he gets picked off.
Mike 51.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. So no scoring in our 1st half. What will the 2nd half bring as we are now back underway?
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And Charles, a scoreless 1st half. How does that change how you assess things here moving forward?
Well, it doesn't change it a whole lot because, remember, it's still scoreless, which means you're starting from 0 again, so you just have 1 half to play instead of 2. What I would look at my play sheet, though, and see is something that maybe loosens things up for my guys, gets a smile on their faces, and gets them going to begin the second half.
And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Burrow will throw. Open man downfield is Chase. He's got it. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase, 69 yards, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Well, these two teams battled through a scoreless first half. Finally, a breakthrough here in quarter number 3.
And I just wonder how that played for both of them psychologically, because when you battle through a scoreless first half, now you know that every possession is increasingly crucial. Who can put points on the board, make the other team chase? Wonder if you get a lift and if they get deflated a little bit.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored. Now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
Brissett to throw on first. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Second down, here's Chubb again.
And 3 yards there takes him to the 45. Brissett on 3rd and 2.
He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he is going to have a Browns first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. Chubb on the counter. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. On 2nd and 9, Brissett looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hunt. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Here's Brissett. He's got Njoku over the middle. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 22-yard line. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. In motion, the tight end. First down, Brissett. That one is caught by Hunt. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Kareem Hunt, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Browns are an extra point away from tying this ball game here in the final moments of the 3rd quarter. Extra point by York is up and good. And we are tied at 7. And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after
after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From the 10. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Bengals drive about to get going. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. And the result here, a pickup of 8, leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Back to Mixon on second down.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Again, it's Mixon.
And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 42-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
And he'll go down at the 28. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Inside handoff to Mixon. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
Here we go.
6 yards left on second down.
A first carry for Samaje Perine. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.